Om Shanti.
Om Shanti.
Om
Please
Shanti. अच्छा, तीन शब्द अगर पक्का हो जाए, एक ओम शांति, दूसरा अच्छा,
Shanti and Acha. Acha is good.
तीसरा
Everything is
समझा.
good. The third word is
Okay.
Samcha. We've understood. Is that okay?
ओम शांति,
Om Shanti, Acha,
Samcha.
everything is good. And Samcha, I've
no
understood.
problem.
There's no problem after that, is there?
बाबा संगम युग छोटा युग है ना, बहुत
Confidence.
थोड़े
Small
समय
age.
में जब सारी सृष्टि पर सब आत्मा नीचे आती है,
It happens at a time when all the souls have come down from the Supreme Abode. He comes at such a time to teach us.
शांति धाम से सब उतर आते, सब
All
धर्म
the
वाली
souls
आत्मा,
descend
सब।
from the land of peace. Souls of all religions come down.
उस टाइम आकर के पर आता
So
है,
Baba comes at such a time to teach us.
परंतु भले थोड़े पढ़ते हैं,
There are very few who study
लाखों में
from
से
him.
कोई,
From the multi-millions in the
100
world, there
में
are
से
very
कोई,
few.
पर लाखों में से कोई।
And even
कहेंगे क्या,
amongst
1%?
hundreds of thousands, it's just a handful.
कितनी करोड़ें आत्माएं हैं,
There are so many billions of souls in the world, and there's such a small
अंदाजा
percentage who
लगाएंगे
study from
लाखों
Baba.
में से कोई पर करके इतना
And even
अच्छा,
among those hundreds and thousands who do become Babas, there are
भाग्यशाली
very few who
आत्माएं
study
हैं।
very well.
छोटी कुमारी भी पर करके
Even this small Kumari came on stage. She too studying something or the other. She's understood what Om Shanti means.
सबका टेंशन खिंचवा लिया ना अपने
She's
ऊपर।
drawn everyone's attention towards herself.
कुछ किया तो नहीं,
She didn't do much, but still everyone was attracted towards her.
एक छोटा सा फूल,
She gave a little flower to Dadi,
अच्छी बात।
and that too is very good.
सबको खुशी हो गई,
Her little act gave so much happiness to us, didn't it?
सिंपल काम है, बहुत सिंपल है, परंतु जमाना कॉम्प्लिकेटेड है ना बहुत, तो छोटी छोटी बात को कॉम्प्लिकेटेड बना देते हैं।
Today's world is very
बहुत ऐसे
complicated, and so we make simple things very
बात
complicated.
छोटी सिंपल है, उसको मुश्किल बना देते हैं।
Things are very simple and easy, but we make it complicated.
और बाबा फिर कितनी मुश्किल बात है, उसको सिंपल बना देता है।
And yet Baba comes and he teaches us something which is so complicated, so great, and yet he makes it simple for us.
हर एक बात मुश्किलात की सुनाएंगे,
People in the world talk about difficult and grave
हमारे लिए
matters,
कोई बात मुश्किल नहीं
and for us nothing is difficult.
है। ये जॉन लुइस है ना, इसको पहचानते हो उसको? तुम उठे, सब मुंह दिखाओ पर को, उठो।
Brother Jean-Louis from France, please show yourself to everyone.
हाँ, मुंह दिखाओ। तुम खुशी है ना सदा, सदा खुश हो ना,
This brother always stays happy, isn't
सदा
it?
खुश हो,
You're always happy, aren't you?
कोई मुश्किल बात नहीं है।
There's nothing difficult, is there? No.
पता क्या करता है?
Do you know what he does?
इसका हर जगह यादगार है।
He has left his memorial in every place.
लंदन में भी यादगार है।
He has his memorial
Global
in
House है,
London,
पहले
in
place
Global
है।
House. As soon as you go there, he's left his memorial.
Dining
He's an
room में जाओ।
artist. You go to the dining room in
यहाँ
London,
भी ज्ञान सरोवर
even
में
here in Gyan Sarovar, you go to the art gallery, wherever you go, he's left his memorial. He's made beautiful
शांति से काम
paintings, and he works in silence, very peacefully.
जब पूछे कि ठीक है,
When I ask him, is everything okay? He says,
मतलब
yes.
है, मैं कहती हूँ,
He's
तुम
very
कितना
thin,
थक
and I ask him, why are you so thin? You work so much, and yet you're so thin, and yet you work so hard. You have so much strength in you. gets his strength from
कई
Baba.
ऐसे बाबा के बच्चे हैं,
There are many
थोड़े
such
हैं,
children who are very few
लाखों
in
में से कोई
number,
बच्चे बनते हैं,
even though there are hundreds of thousands who belong to Baba. We have many Brahmins, and yet even out of them there are few who stand out, who remain very peaceful.
काम ऐसे करते जैसे बाबा कराता है.
They work as though everything is happening
कब थके
through Baba.
थकते
Baba
नहीं,
makes
कभी
them
complain
work.
नहीं करते.
They never complain, they never get tired.
ऐसे जो गिने चुने हैं, बहुत सिंपल.
These handful of souls, they're very simple nature, and yet they are samples.
एक सैंपल है.
They've become a sample by being simple.
एकानामी से चलते हैं.
They work economically. They remember just one name, Eknami.
एकानामी से चलना सीखना हो तो उनसे सीखो.
We can learn how to live economically from
ऐसी
them.
चीज फेंकेंगे कभी नहीं.
They don't waste anything.
कोई ऐसे
They don't throw anything away unnecessarily.
बनाने वाले.
They're those who make use of everything.
थोड़े खा चीज ऐसी बनाएंगे.
They,
काम की.
they make useful things
और ये
out of
काम
anything.
चलाऊ काम करते हैं.
There are some who just work for the
सबका काम
sake of
चलाऊ
doing something.
करके पूरा करना है.
They just have to finish their work, so they do it haphazardly in any odd way.
पुरुषार्थ भी काम चलाऊ करते.
Even they make their efforts,
क्या
they do
करें?
their efforts in
इसमें
the same
करता है
way.
सुबह को. क्लास में
They
आना
say,
ही
no,
पड़ता है.
yes, I have to wake up anyway in the morning, I have to come to class, let me do it.
क्या करें? जैसे नियम के
They just do it because it's a system, because they are bound.
नियम का बल कितना है वो पता नहीं
But
है.
they don't understand the strength there is in following the system.
नियम
honestly.
में बल है.
There is power in following
एकानमी से चलने
the
का भी
system.
कला है.
There's an art of even working
और जो कुछ
economically.
करे ना, एक नामी एक बाबा के नाम से ही करे ना.
When we work
बस.
for the sake of one Baba, in
उनसे
his
अनेक
name
काम
alone,
कराता है.
Baba works through
चंद्रा
us
भाई
in
क्या
many
समझते
ways.
हैं?
Chandras Dada,
एकानामी
what do you
से
think?
चलने
Don't you
वाले
agree?
जो बच्चे हैं,
Those who work
वो
economically,
एक
who
एक
carry
के
on
नाम से
economically,
काम करते हैं.
they work in the
उनसे
name
बाबा
of
कितना
Baba
काम
alone.
कराता है.
Baba uses that soul in many ways. There are
इसको
many
ये बताओ.
experienced souls
हाथ उठाओ.
who have this experience. If you have this experience, raise your hands.
एक नामी से चले.
When
एक
we
नामी से चले.
go along
एक के
economically,
नाम से ही काम करें.
we just do everything in Baba's name. The sisters haven't raised their hands. Don't you have this experience? Baba uses such souls in many ways.
स्टोरी सुनाओ ना.
That he has many stories to share about this.
कभी हमने कोई पेंसिल या पेन न ली होंगी न गुम की होंगी.
Dadi has never borrowed a pen or a pencil and lost it.
ये भी एक नाम है.
This too is economy, isn't it?
तो मुझे तो लिखने के लिए.
If I borrow even
एक
from
बार
somebody, I don't
जबरदस्ती
lose
किसी
it.
बाल पेन दिया.
Someone had given me a ball pen and said,
तो नहीं गुम हो जाएगी.
I said, no, I won't take it because I might
अहमदाबाद
lose
में
it.
कोई प्यास है.
Someone had given it to me, given it to me in Ahmedabad,
ऐसे
and
रखे ही क्यों?
it did get lost.
तो कोई उठा के लेके जा रहे हैं. ऐसा
Someone else
चप्पल
had
पहनने
taken it
क्यों?
away.
तो कोई मेरा चप्पल पहन के जा.
Why should I wear such fancy shoes that someone would be attracted to steal it? Why should I take
ऐसी
expensive
चीज़ मेरे
pens
पास
that
होंगी
would be
नहीं.
attractive to someone else? If I use simple things, people won't be
बाबा ने
attracted to us,
सिखाया
won't
था.
it? Isn't it?
तुम
That's how
ऐसे
Baba
रहो.
taught us. You should live so
तुम्हारी
simply.
हाथ में पहले पैसा यहाँ फेंक दो. कोई चोरी नहीं करेगा.
You should live in such a manner that even if someone were to leave money, no one
कोई
would be
छिपा के रखा
drawn
होगा, उससे
towards
चोरी
it or
हो
to
जाएगा.
steal it away. There are some people who hide
छिपा
their
के
money
पता नहीं
away
कहाँ
so
पे
much,
रखा था.
and even then it gets stolen
वहाँ से चोरी हो गया.
because they have this constant thought that I have to protect my money.
जो बात छिपाता है उसका
Those
कुछ
who hide things away, nothing really remains hidden.
तो ऐसी 4 सब्जेक्ट कहने में आती है.
So we talk of 4 subjects:
ज्ञान, योग, धारणा, सेवा.
knowledge, yoga, dharana, and service.
प्रैक्टिकल में कहें
But in practical,
इकोनॉमी और इकोनॉमी
we only talk of
मार्ग ले लेवे
being economical and remembering just one Baba's name.
समान बन जाएगा
Those who pay attention to these two aspects become the image of Baba.
सफाई हो रही है ना
Today, now they are cleaning Baba's room,
मैंने कहा बाबा मैं भी पांडव भवन में आई हूँ
but I still went anyway and told Baba, I've come to Pandav Bhavan, and told Baba, please end anything that is keeping me from becoming exactly like you. So this is what draws me to Pandav Bhavan.
क्या-क्या बातें हैं
So the many things that need to be changed still, things that
मिटाने का मंत्र पक्का करने का है
keep us away, keeping us distant from Baba.
बाबा और बच्चे में जो अंतर है
I have to end all that it makes me different from Baba. I have to become just like him. This mantra should be very firm in my mind.
अभी तो सब कुछ है सब कुछ है इतने सब solutions हैं
We have everything now. There's nothing that we need
जब हम
in
बाबा
our
के
lives.
पास जब
We have
पाना
all
लिए हैं,
salvation.
कोई salvation उसके आधार से नहीं चले हैं
But when we came to Baba, when we took sustenance, it was not based on any salvation that we received from Baba. Today we have maids and servants who clean Baba's home, but in our days we did everything on our own. No matter how many centers we stayed in, we always did everything on our own. Today we get help. Dadi, when staying in Pune, she used to clean the toilets as well. People used to be surprised that, Dadi, why are you doing it? She said, no, no problem, I will do it. So things have changed, times have changed. But no matter how much things may change, I have to remain as Baba wants me to be. I shouldn't compare and say this one has got this salvation, they have a car, so I need a car as well. Baba didn't have a car either. Baba never had a car of his own. There was just one. There was just one car in Baba's days. A special driver was kept just for Baba whenever he needed it. But today we each want our personal cars. But what did Baba have in his time? Even Baba's cupboard, if you would open his cupboard, it was so simple, everything was kept so neatly. Baba's clothes were always neat and white and ironed. Today we say we don't want this material, we don't want that material. The lesser expense, the more we receive. Baba used to do everything on his own. He used to even give us tea with his own hands. Let me always have the awareness that I have to become equal to Baba. And this is why Dadi is sharing what Baba was like. Baba's activities, his behavior. In the confluence age, Baba gives us knowledge for the intellect. Then he teaches us how to create elevated actions, elevated behavior. My face should not change at every second, every moment. Whatever I think comes on my face immediately. If I'm patient, if I'm content inside, if there's purity in my thoughts, my face mirrors those thoughts. So keep this box with you to make yourself beautiful all the time. His forehead should always shine. The face will look good too. Your eyes will be bright and sparkling. Everything will look beautiful.
प्यूरिटी होंगी,
There will be purity seen on the face.
पीस होंगी,
You-
लव होगा,
There will be peace and love,
हैप्पीनेस होंगी,
happiness.
पावर होंगी, कोई बात
There will be
नहीं,
power as well.
जरा ऐसे ऐसे नहीं होगा।
The face won't change its
आजकल
moods
यही होता है ना, शक्लें अच्छी
depending on
बनाते
the
हैं,
situation.
accurate,
Even an artist makes paintings, the face has to be just accurate.
जैसे ये चित्र यहाँ
So we see these pictures in front.
स्वर्ग का रखा है ना,
That he's talking about the picture of heaven, Lakshmi Narayan, the court, etc.
अच्छा बनाओ, अच्छा बनाओ, मना
Daddy Baba would constant at that time. Baba, when the paintings were being made, Baba would say everything should be made accurately, so that human beings should understand exactly. They should feel it, feel the expressions from the face.
किसको समझाने की जरूरत नहीं
There won't
पड़ेगी।
be any need to explain to anybody.
तो जैसे
This is
आज
what
कोई
they were
बहन ने
like.
कहा, यहाँ तो बहुत अच्छा लगता है,
Today someone
यहाँ
told
तो
Daddy,
समझते हैं, ये सहज
everything
है,
is good here.
समझते हैं।
Here we feel that yes, everything
पर
is
वहाँ जब
possible.
जाते हैं
But
ना,
when we
तो
return to our places,
पता नहीं क्या होता
we
है।
don't know what happens.
मैंने कहा,
Here everything seems
तो
possible.
यहाँ जब इतना अच्छा लगता है,
So then I said,
तो सदा वो याद रहे,
when everything
तो
seems
वहाँ
nice
का
here,
इफेक्ट हमको नहीं आएगा, पर हमारा उनको पता लगेगा।
when you constantly remember this wherever you are, nothing will affect you, but you will have an effect.
जब हम
Your
पहले
stage will
बाबा
have an
ने
effect
बॉम्बे
on the
भेजा,
situation. When Baba first sent Dadi
मेरे
to
बाप ने
Bombay,
माया लग गया था।
Baba told Dadi that Bombay is filled with
ये भी
Maya.
मायावी थी, कईयों के लिए तो माया आ गई बॉम्बे में जा करके।
And it's true, many souls who went there were caught by Maya,
बॉम्बे देखा, माया आ
taken
गई,
back
बाबा
to the
भूल
old
गए।
world. They forgot Baba.
पर वही बॉम्बे में बाबा ने जब भेजा,
But when Baba sent
बाबा ने
Dadi
एक
to
ही
Bombay,
अक्षर कहा,
Baba only said one word.
"तुम कोने में बैठी है,
I was sitting in the
संशय
corner
वाली
in
जा
class.
रहे हैं, निश्चय वाली यहाँ बैठी है।
There were some souls who did not have faith. They were
काम
leaving,
खुल गया।
and those who have faith in the
संशय वाली
intellect, they
जा
are still
रहे हैं,
sitting
संशय
here.
होता है तो जाएंगे तो माया आएंगी।
Those who do not have faith in the intellect, when they go out, they
संतुष्ट नहीं है, यहाँ
get caught
संतुष्ट
by
नहीं है,
Maya. They're not content anymore.
अंदर में नहीं है।
There's no contentment inside.
जो 100% संतुष्ट है, उसको
Those who
माया
are
नहीं आ सकती।
100% content cannot be pulled by
करके
Maya.
देखो,
So test the, you can try this out for yourself.
वो रूखी रोटी खा के भी खुश है।
A soul who's content inside, even if they eat a dry
पर
roti,
सब्जी भी
they'll
न हो,
always be pleased. Even if they have nothing else to eat, even there's no vegetables, just one dry roti, they will constantly have the thought that this is roti from Baba's home, and they will eat with
रोटी खा
happiness.
के खुश रहे हैं, बहुत खुश रहे हैं।
There are many who have done this.
पहले सेवा में हम गए हैं,
When
दिल्ली
we went
गए
out
हैं,
on
बॉम्बे
service, we went to
उसी
Delhi
में
and
जो
Bombay,
खुशी, उस
etc.
टाइम की खुशी
The
अब
happiness
चल
of
रही
that
है, चला
time
रही
is
है।
making us carry on
खुश
even
रहने की
today,
आदत है।
because we have instilled this habit of remaining happy all the time.
कुछ भी न हो,
Even if there's nothing, if we have nothing, no facilities, we are still happy inside.
अब बताया, फिर जानबूझ के थोड़ी हिस्ट्री सुना देती हूँ।
So
तो
Daddy
ऐसे नहीं
wants to
मुझे
share
क्या
some of the history.
हम दिल्ली से मथुरा जा रही थी।
Daddy was traveling once from
तो
Delhi
हम
to
समझ
Mathura.
गए कि जब ट्रेन में बैठे ना, तो योग में बैठे,
We were sitting in the train.
शिवा इसमें वैसे बैठी थी।
Daddy was
पीछे से
sitting
चप्पल कोई लेके
in
चला
yoga, and someone stole Daddy's shoes.
गया। स्टेशन पे उतरी,
I got off at the station. I said, doesn't matter. She got off barefoot and said, it's okay.
चप्पल चला गया, नहीं
She wasn't worried that, oh, my shoes are stolen. She was fine. She was peaceful.
तो लेने आया, चप्पल ला के दे दिया, क्या बताता।
Those who came to receive me, they bought me
मैं
another
गुस्सा तो
pair.
सुनाती हूँ,
So that was it.
चप्पल मेरा चला गया, अभी क्या होगा, मैं कैसे नहीं स्टेशन पे।
But to get flustered and say, oh, someone's stolen my shoes, what am I going to do now?
छोटी-छोटी बात
how is
में
that going to help anything?
शक्ल ऐसी बना जैसे
So
मासी
in
बन
little
गई है,
things,
बाप री
over
है।
little things, our face changes instantly. And we make big things out of little things.
ऐसा अंदर से इतनी खुशी, इतनी शक्ति,
Let there be so much
तो उसमें
happiness, so
क्या
much
है?
power within me.
अपने आप इतने सब सारे भारत तो क्या विश्व भर में सेंटर इतने बने हैं, कैसे बने हैं?
How have all these centers been created in India or
जो
in
खुशी
the
बाबा से
foreign
मिली है,
countries?
वो
How
उसको
have they
मिली
expanded?
सेवा में सहयोगी
Whatever
बन गया।
happiness I have received, I've shared it with someone else, and they've become instrument to join in
जो
service.
बाबा से मिल रहा है वो देखा।
I've experienced what God has
अगर बाबा
given
से
me.
जो मिल रहा है कि उसको दिखाई नहीं पड़ता है।
If I
उसको तो ये
cannot
भी
show
चाहिए, ये
them,
भी चाहिए, ये भी चाहिए, ये भी चाहिए।
if I can't let them see what God is
क्या
giving
दिखाएगा?
me, they will continue to see other things.
जिसके मन में चाहिए शब्द है ना, वो कुछ नहीं कर सकता।
If
हवा खाए।
if soul constantly has the thought, I want this, I want that, they cannot receive anything. They cannot experience
वो
anything.
न त्यागी है, न
They will
तपस्वी है,
neither
न
be a
सेवादार।
renunciate, nor will they be
समझ जाओ।
a tapasvi or a sevadari, a server. So understand this
पहले
well.
पूछे अंदर अपने आप
Let
से,
me ask myself,
त्याग क्या? त्याग पर अभियत बाबा ने कितनी मूल्यां चलाई थी?
what is
याद करो
renunciation?
मूल्यों।
So think about all the murlis that Avik Baba has spoken on renunciation.
और साकार बाबा मम्मा को देखो।
Then look at Sakar Baba and Mama.
मम्मा ने कभी यहाँ की ठंडी कुछ नहीं, जो बिरज कोठी में ठंडी थी।
The cold that we have in Mount Abu now is nothing compared to what it was
मामा ने कभी
in
जोराब
Mama's
नहीं पहना,
days.
कभी स्वेटर नहीं पहना।
Mama
तो
never
शाल
wore a
पहना।
sweater or socks. She only wore a shawl at that time in severe cold.
ये नहीं कि जो नहीं पहनो।
And Daddy doesn't say you shouldn't wear warm clothes, but to constantly say, oh, it's so cold, and be drawn into that.
गर्मी बहुत है, गर्मी बहुत है।
Or to say, oh, it's too hot. So let me at least have a little power to tolerate
ये जो अंदर से
and merge.
ठंडी है, ठंडी है, ठंडी है, तो जितने कपड़े पहनेंगे ठंडी लगेंगी।
So if I constantly have this thought, oh, it's cold, I'm constantly in anxiety, then no matter how many warm clothes I wear, I'm never going to feel warm.
ये ठंडी गर्मी, तब तो बाबा कहते हैं सतयुग में सब कुछ अच्छा होगा, न ठंडी होगी, न गर्मी होगी।
That is why when we make this effort now, only then do we receive the fruit in the golden age, where everything will be in equilibrium. There won't be too cold, too hot. There won't be illnesses, there won't be courts or lawyers, etc. There won't be sinners or sin or liars. What will judges and lawyers do there?
जज बनना कोई कलयुग की निशानी है, क्या बड़ी बात है।
It's not a big thing to become a judge or lawyer, it's a sign of the Iron Age.
संगम युग में सच्चा बनना,
But to become true in the Confluence Age, that is a big deal.
हमारा अंगना भाई था।
We had a brother Angana from Bangalore.
और
He's
हिंदी
known,
में भाषा नहीं समझता
he
था।
didn't even understand
बस हिंदी
Hindi.
समझ जाता था, सच
He
में
used to
बोलना
understand Sindhi, and Baba often talks about
Baba,
the one who is truthful
चाहिए।
will
बस
dance
दादी, सच
in that
तो
happiness.
सच तो भी तो नच।
Baba often talks about this
हाँ,
slogan,
ऐसा।
and he used to really believe in that slogan. The one who is truthful and honest, they will constantly dance in happiness.
तो
He
लाखों
was
में
known
से
for that.
करोड़ों में, लाखों में से कोई बाबा के बच्चे बने,
So
और
out of
लाखों
hundreds of
बच्चों में
thousands,
से
a few
बाबा के
become
बच्चों
Baba's
में
children,
मैं कैसा बच्चा हूँ?
and even amongst those few, what kind of child
अच्छी
am
तरह से
I?
अंदर से
Let me look
तीसरा
at
नेत्र मिल
myself.
रहा है ना,
We have received the third eye of knowledge.
आँख खुली है ना,
The eyes have opened now.
तीसरा नेत्र मिला है, त्रिकालदर्शी बने हैं, तीनों लोगों के मालिक है।
We've become the master of the three worlds.
पहले त्रिनेत्री,
We first become the ones with the third eye,
त्रिकालदर्शी,
and then we become the spinners. We become
तीनों कालों
know
का
of the
नारी,
three aspects of time.
जो आज में थे,
We now
अभी
understand
अंतर
what
बन
we
रहे
were
हैं।
in the beginning,
जो
when we're
अनादि
becoming
थे,
the same. We know
ये
what we
मौजूद
were
है
eternally. All the
अनादि
sanskars have
रागी,
emerged. The
फिर
sanskars
वो
of
शांति धाम जाना है,
our
सुख
eternal
धाम में आना
form,
है,
our original form
मध्य
have
खलास हो
emerged.
गया। मध्य का कुछ भी
All that
निशान
happened
न
in the
रहे ना,
middle period, the middle
वो
age,
कहेंगे
has all
मध्याजी
ended.
भव है,
Those who have ended all those sanskars of the middle
निशान
period
न रहे।
will become Madhyaji Bhava, that is Vishnu.
मन मना भव, मन बाबा में लगाओ।
Man Mana
मध्याजी
Bhav,
भव,
let me connect
सामने
my
ऐसा बनना है,
mind with
विष्णु
Baba.
जैसा बनना है।
Then I have to remember
ये याद रहे
the
ना,
middle stage of
तो
being
ऐसी
Vishnu.
बातें नोट करो।
So note these things.
मुझे
Note what you have
बाबा
to
जो
do.
कहता है वही करना है,
I have to
ऐसा
do what
बनना
Baba
है।
says, and I have to become just that. That's all I need to do.
तो इतनी डायरी जरूरत नहीं है,
So there's no need to keep so many
छोटी सी डायरी
diaries.
में
Just
भी
keep a small diary
दो अक्षर में लिख दो।
and write in very short form of what you need to
और
do.
बाबा ने ये भी बता दिया है, चलो तुमको और कोई ऐसा कम से कम झाड़ गोले के सामने जा बैठ जाओ।
Go and sit in front of, Baba says, go and sit in front of the tree, pictures of the tree and the cycle. I remember when Baba at first said this, go and sit in front of the pictures of the tree and the cycle.
हम दोनों
Sadla went from Ahmedabad, was with me at the time. So at 4 o'clock in the morning, we used to go and sit in front of these pictures and meditate on them.
1.5 साल का थे।
So I lived with her for about 1.5, 2 years, and there was a lot of benefit in that kind of practice.
गोले को रखो तो
When we remember the cycle, we remember that we're going back home.
बाबा के साथ
When we remember the tree, we understand that we're doing
अच्छी
tapasya
अच्छी
with
बातें।
Baba.
पर क्लास कराने समय वो हम रिपीट करते थे, सलाह तुमको क्या झाड़ से मिला।
So then during class, I would ask Sarla Ben, what did you experience from the tree?
जो
And
बाबा
we
की
would share our
डायरेक्शन है
points.
ना,
When we follow Baba's directions
पर जो
immediately,
चलने जानता है ना,
when we know exactly
वो
how
कभी
to
wrong
follow Baba's
direction पर नहीं जा
directions,
सकता।
we can never follow wrong
वापस
directions.
लौटना पड़ेगा।
We will
पाले
never
बनाया,
stray
ऐसे किया,
away.
फलाना ऐसे किया। अरे एक ही बारी तो अपना ऐसा सीधा बन जाए।
There will be no question of asking, can I make my hair in this style or in that style?
सच्चा
There'll just
पुरुषार्थ
be one
करना,
thing I need to do.
सच्ची दिल से पुरुषार्थ करना, जो बाबा ने डायरेक्शन दी है,
To make true efforts is to remember,
उस
to
पर मुझे
understand what
चलना
Baba's
है।
directions are, and to follow Baba's
एक तो
directions
किसी की
to the
बात
T.
भी अच्छी खींचती नहीं है, बुरी दिल में बैठती नहीं है।
And then I won't be attracted to anything else anyone says,
अच्छा हो जाएगा,
and I won't keep anything bad in my heart.
अच्छा।
I'll know that everything will
न
happen,
सुनना है, न सुनाना
everything
है।
good will
ये
happen.
ऐसा है, ये वैसा
I
है।
won't need to share that this
बाबा
one is
तुम्हारा
like
क्या
that,
जाता है?
this one is like that.
अपना काम
Baba
करो।
says, why is it affecting you? You do what you have to do.
ये ऐसा है, ये वैसा है।
To keep on saying this soul is that soul, this soul is like this soul is like that. Is this the business that you've come to do? You focus on your
अपनी
work.
घोट तो नशा चढ़े अच्छी तरह
The
से।
more you churn, the more
ज्ञान
your
को मंथन
intoxication will
करे, नशा
increase.
चढ़े। और फिर जो ओटे सो अर्जन,
Those who take the initiative are Arjun.
जो आप ही करे सो देवता,
Those who do everything without being
कहने से
told
करे सो
are
मनुष्य।
deities.
आप ही पुरुषार्थ करे।
Those who listen only after being told are human beings.
ऐसी अच्छी अच्छी बातें
So remember these
अंदर
little
दिल में
slogans.
पक्की करके,
Make it firm in your heart.
अभी इस शाम के समय ये बातें, रात को सोने समय ये बातें याद करके
So
सोने
before
से
sleeping, if you
सुबह को
remember
हिम्मत
these
होगी,
points,
दिन भर में
they will
practical
remain
आ
immersed in
जाएंगी।
your mind even when you get up.
नए साल में नई बातें
They will remain immersed throughout the
एकदम
day as
यहाँ
well.
भी जाएंगे, क्योंकि
And then in the
तो
new year, everything will be new.
आप आगे तो तुम्हारे भाई अभी तो समझ में आ गया है ना।
And people themselves will say that before things used to be like this with you, but now you've changed.
डायरेक्शन से चलने से बड़ा रास्ता क्लियर है।
By following Baba's
श्रीमत पर
directions,
चलने
the
से
path
मनमत
becomes
फ्री
clear.
है।
And then by following Srimad, we are free from the directions of our own
बाबा
mind.
सब कुछ अच्छा कर।
Baba will make everything all right. Okay?
इजी है ना?
Isn't it easy?
इजी है ना? सिंपल है ना?
It's simple, isn't it?
हाँ?
Yes?
सहज है ना?
It's easy, isn't it?
सिंपल है, सहज है।
It's simple
और
and it's
करते
easy.
हैं तो आदत पड़ जाती है।
The more we
नहीं
practice, the
करते न
more
करने
we
की
do
भी
it, it
आदत है,
becomes
करने की भी
simple. It
आदत है।
becomes a habit. To do something and to not do something also becomes a habit.
मुझे बोलो ना, न बोलो।
Someone tells Dadi,
आदत
don't
करेंगे।
you speak less. Then Dadi
मना
says, no, it's my
जो
habit
अंदर
to
से
speak,
है,
to share.
भावना है,
Dadi
इतना
wants to
ईश्वरी
share what is
परिवार है,
inside of her. She wants to share her
ये
good
हम
feelings
लेन-देन
with
न
the
करें तो मधुबन
spiritual
बांधवपन
family.
में रह करके, हाँ, क्या फायदा किया?
So if I don't share,
वो
what is the
सीखने
point
को
of
मिलता
being
है
in
ना।
Pandav Bhavan and being with the family? There's so much we can learn from one
सीखने की
another.
भावना भी सदा रहे।
So
मैं
let me
जानती हूँ
constantly
नहीं,
have the
तो
sanskar
सीख
of
रहे हैं,
learning.
सीख रहे हैं।
I don't know
अच्छा, ये भी
everything yet,
सीखने
but
को
I'm
बात
still
है, ये भी
learning.
सीखने को
There's
बात
still more to learn. I can learn
है।
this and that.
ओम
Okay?
शांति। अभी सिर्फ
Is everything
इतना हाथ
okay?
उठाओ,
Om
तो बाबा
Shanti.
आएगा ना, तो लाखों ब्राह्मणों से मैं विशेष आता हूँ।
How many of you
लाखों
think that you're
ब्राह्मणों
a
में
special soul
हाथ
amongst
उठाओ।
the lakhs of Brahmins?
अच्छा,
How many of you think you're special amongst the Brahmin
गुलजार
family?
दादी को बताएंगी।
So Dadi will share this with Gulzar Dadi.
Really?
Is this true? Really?
फिर तो वहाँ जाके चेंज तो नहीं होंगे
So you
ना,
won't change once you go back to your places, will you?
और चेंज हो जाएंगे, मैं नहीं होंगी।
Let everyone else change however they want to, but I won't change
यही
from
तो
what I
बाबा
have
की
to do.
कमाल है।
So this is
कि
Baba's
इनके
wonder.
आने से कितनी चेंज आ गई हम लोगों में, कितना लाइफ
People
बदल
should say that
गई।
when this soul came,
बाकी अगर
in this
मैं
soul's company,
जाऊँ,
things
मैं
have
थोड़ी
changed
चेंज
so
हो जाऊँ,
wonderfully.
यहाँ छोड़ जाऊँ।
I shouldn't leave whatever I have learned in Madhuban here itself. I should take it with me. Yes, this is what I have to do. Om Shanti.
टाइम ज़्यादा ले लिया।
Dadi's taken a little more time. Is that okay?
रात को अच्छी तरह से इसे याद करके इन बातों को सपनों में भी पुरुषार्थ करना।
Before sleeping, remember all these things and then you'll have good dreams.
खुश रहने का।
Be bodiless, be happy. Om Shanti.